Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 4 in college football, and right now we are talking with Tony George from TonyGeorgeSports.com, LockerRoomPicks.com, and his nationally syndicated Yahoo Sports radio show Saturday and Sunday mornings. And Tony George has been an industry veteran, winner for a long time as a professional handicapper, and he proved why last week, giving us two great winners in college football. He's had a very successful season in our videos so far, which is small sample size, but he tells me that he's had a very successful season in general this year so far as well. Tony George, thanks for being back with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Peter.
All right. Well, great picks last week. You've had a great read on Missouri, on Nebraska. Game of the year last week won. Missouri, you've given us twice, and they won both times and covered easy covers. So brag a little bit about how well you've done this year in college football, football overall. Tell us, give us a rundown of your record so far.
Well, you know this business, I've been in it 22 years, and the minute you start bragging, you start losing. But
Exactly.
We've had a nice start to the NFL. A 9-2-1 record, hit 4 out of 5 teasers. We start winning his bonus plays there at TonyGeorgeSports.com. And, top 3 ranked NFL capper in the country right now at Sports Watch. And then college football, about 61%, which is more than respectable. And, of course, hitting our game of the year last week on Nebraska. And you could tune in, and we talk about all the games each and every Saturday and Sunday on Yahoo Sports Radio, 11 to 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, representing the handicapping industry in a very ethical manner on national radio, on a national network. So everybody tune in there.
Unbelievable. Tony George, it's so true. In my handicapping career, every single time I've ever bragged, I immediately go on a big losing streak, including last week. I covered the CFL with the SBR, right? I was given CFL picks. I was 14-6 against the spread in the CFL before last week. I made the video last week. I said in the video, I was like, I'm awesome. I gave 4 picks. What do you think happened?
Yeah.
0-4. 0-4, Tony George. Oh, my God. All right. It's so true. All right. No bragging. No bragging. Okay. Let's get down to it. Iowa and Pitt. Pitt is a 6.5 or 7-point favorite, and that is up from 5. You know, when I saw that opening number, I like Pitt. I bet it. Now it's up to 6.5 or 7. And it's kind of obvious why someone would like Pitt and why this line has gone up. You know, Iowa's coming off of a loss to Iowa State, a relatively weak team. They're now 0-3 against the spread on the year, and they're losing ATS by a mile in all those games. So you have to be liking Pitt here. The only thing that makes me, a little bit nervous is there any way that Iowa becomes one of those dangerous, desperate underdogs, which you never want to bet against? But on paper, Pitt's got to be the pick even at 6.5, right?
Well, you take a look at Iowa here. They barely beat Northern Iowa to open the season. And bear in mind that Iowa was a team that was touted to be a dark horse to win the Big Ten this year. And they have shown me nothing, especially offensively. They cannot throw the football. They can't stretch the field vertically. They need a last quarter miracle against Ball State to beat Ball State. Both those. And then last week, get beat by Iowa State. I had Iowa State plus the 10 as one of my premium plays last week. It's always a battle between those two. But they just have failed to produce anything offensively that would say they can just turn it around because they're doing one thing wrong. And then you take a look at Pitt. They got the 4th-ranked defense in the country right now, and I'm sure that will change as divisional play starts. But when you got a defense as good as Pitt's got right now against an offense that is struggling, that is a mismatch. And this is Iowa's first road game. And on top of that, the Pitt's had 3 double-digit wins in a row. Their ground game is awesome. They got a great running attack. They got a quarterback to throw the football. They're at home. Iowa here is going to go start out the season, 2-2 here. They're going to have back-to-back losses here. Pitt is twice the team Iowa State is, and like I said, I love their ground game here to grind it out, and they're going to keep, Iowa's offense is not producing any points, Peter, to speak of. They don't sustain long drives, which puts Pitt and that physical ground game on the ground, and pretty soon that defense gets gassed, especially in the second half. You're looking at Pitt pulling away here at the end. I see a double-digit win here by Pitt. Iowa, I just don't see any rebound in sight for them here in this. This is a tough spot for Iowa to be in.
Yep, those are my thoughts exactly, Tony George. Right now, 6.5 and 7 are both widely available. So Pitt minus 6.5 is your recommended play. I completely agree with that. Tony George from TonyGeorgeSports.com, LockerRoomPicks.com, and of course, Yahoo Sports radio shows. Thanks so much for being back with us once again.
The SBR network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.